how nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
They're bringing heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabs it in the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together and he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19.
No mystery here. Third in California, late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. These guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Finds his tight end. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you've got to score, you've got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wide open downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Got him, and nobody's close. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
That play is going to drive the head coach absolutely crazy. You've got the lead. Why are you going out of bounds? Just get down, lead the clock. The clock right now is your friend.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Marshall would love to just see that clock run out. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Looking down the middle. It's complete. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He'll set up to throw. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Thundering Herd!
score, go up by 2 possessions. Nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Arizona dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Milroe. He's taking the deep shot. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. 1st down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking left. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll try to do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Marshall! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. I don't think these two are going to be exchanging holiday greetings this year after this game.
No, and I tell you what, we've seen a lot of cool handshakes where you're getting fired up and coaches are getting after each other. We might get a little bit of that there. You can take a knee, you can run the clock out, but they chose not to, so deal with it.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of times those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people. And you can tell it didn't mean a lot to this team. And that's why they came out and pulled the upset.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's why you play the games. This team knew they had to come out. They were going to have to put their best foot forward in order to get the W. They did just that. They're talented. They're obviously motivated. I can't wait to see how they follow this up in their next game.
That's going to... Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the thundering herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. as we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field for the first possession of the game. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy, David. You know the defense. They're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
Dialing up a second down pass play. Caught near the sticks. It's Payne. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Buying some time. He's going to run it. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Got it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Herd! Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Buckeyes offense will get the ball for the first time. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Oh, look out! At the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
And that's a first down for the offense.
He caught it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. On the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And it's no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And no sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 35, he's got room. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Running with power. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Payne. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They're trying to get to him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Middle Tennessee is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 21 to Duke. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Scott. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quick completion on the out. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Howard. What a job to lay out and make the catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Comes out throwing on first down. Pulls it in. It's Henderson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Splits the uprights. Good.
That makes the score Marshall 14, Ohio State.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Marshall! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. Saw a great example of it right there.
On to attempt to try. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. To throw, it's Howard. Takes the easy completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Makes the catch. It's Tate. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second and 10, he'll throw again. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's first and 10. He wants to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Option look, it's Howard. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. On fourth down, going to the air. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Hurd! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tate. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up, and they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
Third down.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Looking to pass, it's Howard. Going downfield for the big play. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering Herd offense coming out. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Nice job after the catch by the tight end, able to make a guy miss and go get extra yards.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific quarterback run. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. There is time on the clock. If there is time on the clock, there is time to put more points on the board. I mean, the scoreboard operator needs to work out too, right?
Yeah, and I guess he's been getting it, and the defense's job is to stop. But I would argue, Reese, you can't just take a knee. If you take a knee, run the clock, you still get out of here, and you still get the win.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect, you talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to...
Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the Thundering Herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Missouri's offense will take the first swing of the game. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Cook. Quick strike complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So the Marshall Thundering Herd has the ball for the first time, and their offense will go to work. Quarterback empties his backfield. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he grabs it at the 15. Touchdown, Marshall! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does, throws the ball down the field, receiver catches it, and then does the rest, takes it in to the end zone for 6.
The unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cooper. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Right back to it. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Cook. Finds his man down the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this 1st down.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Going up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Carroll. They make the stop, and that'll bring the 1st quarter to a close. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Off play action. Coming after it. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quickly to the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Still on his feet. Going to try to get it himself. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Keeps it and headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Herd!
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a 1st down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Stanford overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Palo Alto, this Cardinal team has to be thrilled with this result.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive.
It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. To the air, it's Cook. Back open in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Handoff to the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington.
The Tigers will boot it away to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead.
He's loose. Bulldozes his way through. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
He'll bring it out. It's Cooper. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Hit as he throws, working the middle. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. Bringing it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Marshall! What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cooper. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang.
He lofts one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. He'll try to do it himself. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. I guess they believe the entire field is four-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Missouri! In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap. right back up top on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse... More than 3,000 feet above sea level in the North Carolina mountains is Kid Brewer Stadium. The Rock, home to the Appalachian State Mountaineers, and Boone is ready for this one. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Appalachian State's offense will get the first crack at it here. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback. He's making real good decisions, and he's been accurate. That was his 100th completion early this year.
He was not fooled on that one. A lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Marshall's offense will go to work for the first time. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Floating away. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Wide open downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Hurd!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Horn. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. On the move at the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And now on 1st down after converting with the run. They're going to throw it again. Gets it out quickly. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. And the Mountaineers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Grabbed over the middle. It's Horn. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Ball State is currently ahead in this one, but let's remember, this program has just one bowl win all time, so nothing is a given in Muncie. They're up by 6 over Western Michigan.
Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Conley.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quarterback adapted. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Throwing right. He makes a catch. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The offense set for a 1st down play. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, you keep that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds.